So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level. I would say he's probably a natural 10 with a very quick turn of pace. And one side's gain really was one side's loss.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard, he has found the way through. And he's quick to get rid. Out for a throw. Now it's Hazard. Oh, nice touch. That is good strength. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Musiala. Pass is just off target. And he opts to go forward. Marcelo, he's picked his way through. Oh, that's neat. Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, that's an excellent interception. And this is Hazard. Jude. Neither side yet able to find the net. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's being shifted off it. This is a promising build-up. Musiala nicked it back promptly, and this is Torres. Threads one in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Now it's Zico. Pirlo. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's found the way through. Ronaldinho. Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, that's Zico! Oh, crossbar! Hazard. Ibrahimovic. And it's Pirlo. Now Ronaldinho. Pirlo. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. He shapes to shoot! Quite brilliant! Ronaldinho! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Zico. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away. That is lovely. Forced to go back. Can he finish? Oh, off the bar. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Zico certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Schlotterbeck gets over and intercepts. Now it's Zico. 5 minutes till the break. Musiala. Oh, this is a terrific run. And this is Zico. That's good play. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Aubameyang! Well taken goal. They are purring, truly purring. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So that... And the referee has blown for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible. The second period is on the way. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Schlotterbeck. Gerrard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he get away here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Aubameyang.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
He's had a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Zico really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. Now it's Zico. Zico! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Desai. Kilmarnock appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Torres. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away? Now he's off and running. Now that's well seen too. And it's Azar. Zico. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution on the field. Musiala.
Kilmarnock have their second corner now.
McAllister.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Zico. Real chance! Zico! Glorious! A finish of true class! Just one goal in it now! Game on! What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it?
Shot a goal! Ronaldinho! He really is something! He's got himself an absolute peach. Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Substitution on the field. Felix Metscher. Coming on to replace him is Joshua Kimmich.
And here's Bale. Here's a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Kimmich. Fernando Torres. Bale, who is rarely short on confidence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Zico. Takes a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Zico has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Jupe. Mateus. Lampard. McAllister. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Zico. Mateus. Shot could chance! And again! Defending of the desperate variety. Schneider. So, what can they make of this? Schneider making good progress. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. Torres. Torres charging forward, the ball at his feet. Lampard. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Played out to the left flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Desai cuts it out. And it's closer. Bale. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Great ball, it's Inzaghi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Added minute has been indicated.
And this is closer. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Zico. McAllister. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Inzaghi. Schneider. He's shifting through the gears. Great chance! And again! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Great leap! This time, surely! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Pelé duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. He's shifting. Hazard! It's hit the upright. And it's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Hazard stood his ground strongly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Ronaldinho. Vieira. And here's Pirlo. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Oh, easy pickings there. He's on it. Goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought...
He's in one-on-one. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's Ronaldinho! That could spell trouble. That'll be a corner. And a header! Mbappe looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. And this is Pele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Rodri gets a foot in here. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
Applies the finish! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Pirlo. Now it's Haaland. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rodri. Hazard. Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. And it's Ibrahimovic. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caught offside that time. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Passing is crisp and sharp, And this is Pele. Ronaldinho couldn't squeeze it through. Haaland, great chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Can he finish? And no mistake. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how...
Oh, good climb! Pele can see things others simply cannot. Looking to play him in. Pirlo ploughing through the middle. Backward it goes. Hazard. Oh, good ball! And the referee has signalled for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Aubameyang. Nicely weighted, but tries a shot! It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just...
Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This for genuine comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the lead now is 2.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Pirlo. Vieira. Looking for the run. Oh, good read. Pirlo. Pirlo was in no mood for any of that. Takes a shot! Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Aubameyang. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. And that pass isn't the best. And that's been won straight back. Pele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, some astute defending there. Great vision, and he's worked it through. He's found a way through, and Aubameyang! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Attention, changement.
Corner number 2 then. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Pele. Can he get on the end of this? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pele, a header! Not a bad try by any means.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 23. Le numéro 21.
And it's Rodri.
Oh, really well played.
Le numéro 22.
Driving on and making good progress.
Le numéro 17.
Now it's Kaka. Now, can they... Decent chance! It's in! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Lille cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Haaland.
Lille really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Tries to play it through. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And this is Pele. Knocks it out wide. Lille could have here their final chance. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 18.
Lille are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Looking for options for movement. And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Ibrahimovic demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
Shooting chance! He scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hazard running with the ball. That looks a decent ball. Ibrahimovic driving forwards. Chance, surely! It's in! And there he is, the epitome of enduring excellence. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Aubameyang. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Toon really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Good ball, good take. Stojkovic. Messi. So what can they make of this? Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's Cannavaro.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ibrahimovic, good driving run. And that is out of play. Oh, that's nice. Nemecha, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rummenigge. That's going wide left. He's found a way through. Has to go back here. Now he's running away. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He can run onto that. Maldini demonstrating his defensive quality there. Pirlo. And here's Azar. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's destined for the flank.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Great ball, and he's in here. And this is Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Incoming delivery. It's a goal kick. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Messi, and he's managed to get free. Big chance, corner. Decent chance! It's gone in, he's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
2 added minutes has been
The
indicated.
defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away, and he's well positioned here. Neymar. Oh, good-looking ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. The second half is up and running. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pirlo ploughing through the middle. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's quick to return it. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get rid. Now it's Aubameyang. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Hazard. Japan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through. And he can thump it away. And he's there to retrieve it. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Hoeneß. Now this could be a chance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's in on, tries a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So changes afoot here, and from both
number
sides.
15, Ronaldinho. Number
And claimed
18,
it back swiftly.
Ibrahimovic.
Cannavaro.
Number 21,
Nemecha.
Pirlo. Number
Now it's
13,
Luis Suarez.
Nesta.
And no, that
Coming
was
on the
never going to
field,
make it.
Number 11,
And that's been intercepted.
He read that
Number
really
8,
well and stopped it.
Schneider. Number
Nemecha.
24, number 6, Brian Robson. Number
Schneider
3,
can so
Maldini.
cleverly bypass the press.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Stojkovic. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafael Varane. Nemecha. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Schneider. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's a good ball. Stojkovic! Another one of football's and how moments.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And here's Stojkovic. And this is Messi. Marcelo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Brilliantly cut out. Referee's given a throw. That's very neat. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. And he shoots! Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's closer. He's on it. Can he get away? Closer. Schneider. No, he refuses to take the bait. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So a real showpiece win. This not for... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. We are just getting started. So, Jim, this is a relatively unfamiliar formation, but who are the key players within it?
Yeah, I'd say the...
They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And it's hoisted clear. Looking for the run. It's a promise. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aubameyang has given away a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Pirlo. And that's a good ball. Oh, takes a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. And they've got rid. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. That has not gone well. Marcelo. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pull it. And it's Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming. So it is still 0-0. And he's managed to get free. He is just caressing the ball. Pirlo. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Aubameyang.
Aubameyang really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Stood up well to him there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it, looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Spread to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Neymar. Borussia Dortmund are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And here's Dembele. That's a little off target. travelling a long way.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Pirlo. And it's Azar. Driving through the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pullet did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Chance here to counter. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho ploughing through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played back. Can he get it through? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, good-looking ball. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, straight into the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good take in a good area. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get onto this? Very nicely done. And it's Pirlo. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Aubameyang really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And Aubameyang! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. He's having a shot! And he's stuck it away! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Now it's Neymar. Gattuso. And he's in on goal. Dembele! Marcelo clears it away. Vieira is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Turns back here, probably the best option. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And this is Dembele. Lahm finding himself in space. And this is Pullet. Chance for a shot! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he cuts out the supply. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, can he get onto this? And he's forced to go back. And it's Neymar. Now it's Zico. Zico showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nesta.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Bullet was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Corner number 3 coming up.
14, Zico. Number 10, Hullet. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field.
Defending
number
of the
25,
desperate variety.
Götze. Number 20,
Varane.
Nedved. Number
Bale.
23, Marcelo.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Pops for safety. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Maldini wins the duel this time. Very much into the last knockings. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Borussia Dortmund really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Bale.
There will be
The
one
movement is
added
slick,
time.
the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lahm, a player who needs no introduction. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now, at last, they can enjoy the taste of victory. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So straight into the action. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's a sharp little... Del Piero! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's not got that quite right.
This is the time you need that pace.
Thuram wins the duel this time. Ibrahimovic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's in! Cross in, looks like a good one. That's going to go a long way. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Strokes it back. And it's Kimmich. Driving on and making good progress.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Thun really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter. Just needs to find the right run now.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Vieira getting this one clear. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Silvestre, Kimmich. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Azar. Pirlo. And it's Ronaldinho. He is through here. Now there's a fine ball. Vieira has been caught there, it's a foul. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Marcelo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
And it's Hazard. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Ronaldinho running with the ball. Shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to every...
And a chance! Well, that is remarkable.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And here's Del Piero. He's got away. Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And again. Now, who's going to be first to this?
There will be one
Hazard, who can single-handedly make a difference. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good ball, good take. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he get it through? And this is Del Piero. Oh, good climb! Oh, he's been caught napping. And another try! And he's there to belt it away. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Kimmich was in no mood for any of that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Cafu. Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hazard running with intent. Ajax appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the... And Del Piero! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, nice touch. And this is Ronaldinho. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! Against the crossbar. Oh, that's superb. He won't be happy with that one.
Kimmich.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Azar. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he should have made it 4.
Kuhn certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Hazard. Number 15, Ronaldinho. Number 21, Pirlo. Number 18,
Goes for goal!
Ibrahimovic. Number 17,
Great strike. The test to the keeper.
Snyder clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Schneider. Number 6, Brian Robson. Number 24, number 5,
Gerrard.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Ajax have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get... Del Piero! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider. Half an hour gone in the second half. Schneider. He has found the way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pinches it off him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Takes on his marker. And this is Schneider. Chance for a shot! Gerrard.
Kimmich.
Ajax are looking to break at pace. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Schneider. Ibrahimovic. Oh, nicely intercepted. Robson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. And here's closer. And closer! He's got a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is...
And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The big easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Good read, needed to be. Marcelo goes long. Spread to the right. Showing good feet.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He has a look up. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to get rid. Rafinha is onto this. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Thuram clears. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. And it's Pirlo. De Jong, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dembele picks it up out wide. He is through here. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Hazard. Oh, that's nice. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Might be Rafinha! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. No goals as yet. Costa Curta. Oh, terrible pass. Ronaldinho. Now it's Aubameyang. And the pass is intercepted. No way through. And that's a good... Goes for a shot! Aubameyang! Brilliant! A finish of true class!
Well, there was small hope for an offside decision, but I think he held his run, anticipating the ball perfectly. It was a good goal and an even better link-up for me.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Strokes it back. Distributed tidily. Now it's takes a shot! That pass has been well intercepted. That's a sharp pass.
Toon really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Thuram. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Pirlo, there he goes, motoring forward. Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Aubameyang. Nesta. And it's Pedri. Shifted it to the flank. Pedri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. De Jong. And it's Pedri. And Rafinha. And here's Mbappe. And it's Pedri. And here's Dembele. Decent chance! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. And we are back on the way.
Toon always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Delicate ball, and it needs to... Real chance! Mbappe is magnificent! A finish right from the top draw. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rafinha, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That's destined for the flank. Dembele. Costa Curta. And it's Nesta. De Jong. Now Saliba. Pedri.
The attendance for this
Rafinha.
match was 50,000.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. That is lovely.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Azar. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly. Great chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shot could... He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted. And the shot! Goal! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
15,
Still behind by 2.
Number
Is there a
10,
way back into this?
Hazard. Number 18.
Nesta is someone so
Ibrahimovic.
often referred to as
Coming
the
on field,
defender's defender.
Number 6.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Number 8.
Robson, he's
Number
shifting
11,
through the gears here.
Bale.
Shapes to shoot! He's got a goal! Back to within 1. Interesting. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just eases him off the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Messi. De Jong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Aubameyang. Schneider. He's got away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's good play. Real chance. Can he finish? Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
5 minutes to add, and it's closer. Now it's Aubameyang. Spread it left, and he's managed to get free. Plays it across. Chance! And no mistake. They have stolen level at the last. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the
And the referee brings it to a close. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway. While plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
That has not gone well. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Norway are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Hazard. Hazard, and here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And they can counter here. Distributed tidily. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival, Ronaldinho.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Ronaldinho. Pirlo. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Yaya Toure, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away. Hazard! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Toon, always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Hazard. Timber does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Aubameyang. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. He is through here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's a... goes for a shot! Forced to go back. Yaya Toure. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. Stood up well to him there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hazard has found the net here, of course. Oh, that's fabulous. A lot of space ahead of him. The message is clear, none shall pass. He's found some space, and he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello, everybody,
The fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. Leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Quality ball. And it's Sneijder. Succumbs to the pressure. Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Aubameyang. That's destined for the flank. No, he's not getting any further than that. And France can counter now. Gerrard. Vieira. Sneijder going face-to-face with his great rival. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's in on goal. Shot at goal! He scored! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Sneijder. Sneijder, and he has been fouled there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Gerrard. Hullet, who is rarely short on confidence. That pass has been well intercepted. Sneijder. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. Chance, surely! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and let...
Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well.
Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Schneider. And he's had it nicked away. Nesta running with intent. Nicely weighted ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Azar, very much a man of this moment. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pirlo. And it's Ibrahimovic. It's a pretty loose pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Mbappe. Now who's going to be first to this?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Hullet. Silvestre gets into a good position. Cleared without hesitation. Dembele has given away a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Nesta. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's got the... And Aubameyang!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Aubameyang proves too strong.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Thuram cuts it out. That's a corner kick. And this could be the final action of the first half. And he gets rid in a hurry. Silvestre. Now this could be a chance. Azar. And we've reached half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
I'd like to draw your attention to the
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
Substitution in progress.
So let's get the ball rolling. He's in a great position here. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nesta spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard, he's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. And it's Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's certainly onside here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ronaldinho, well read, and the danger is averted. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great vision. This looks... He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though... Aubameyang! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Aubameyang.
And that's it.
Number 10, Hazard.
Well, thanks to Jim.
Number
We both wish you
15,
a very good evening.
Ronaldinho. Number 18,
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Well, safe to say Steve McManaman's going to have a huge role here, Jim.
Absolutely, a mercurial talent who'll want to have his own ball. He loves a dribble, a passing assist, or, of course, scoring goals.
Quite.
And some would say he isn't a great goal scorer, but for me, he's a scorer of great goals. That'll do.
Yeah, he is unstoppable when given the freedom to roam. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Best plays it in. Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pirlo. And it's Ibrahimovic.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? They're urgent. It's Hazard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's the keeper's ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Cruyff going face to face with his great rival. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Aubameyang. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Messi in acres of space out wide. He's found space here. McManaman. Oh, that was vital. Aubameyang going after that. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Aubameyang. Hazard. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hazard running with the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Cleared away.
Toon really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were... Ibrahimovic! And it's a goal! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Fortune have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And here's Ibrahimovic. McManaman. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. McManaman. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
There will be 1 minute at
This is Hazard. Big chance! That's another chance! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are so... And that is all they have time for.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Oh, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Stam. And it's Cruyff. And that could set him on his way. And he's managed to get free. It's a pretty loose pass. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Ronaldinho. And this is Hazard. Best. Cruyff. Vieira.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Liverpool clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Hazard! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's very neat. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's well positioned here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Vieira. It's McManaman. And it's Cruyff. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Ronaldinho. Number 18, Ibrahimovic. Number
Just
21,
eases him off the ball.
Pirlo.
McManaman.
Number 10,
He's a sharp
Hazard.
little ball here.
Number
Oh, well
13,
played, well played.
Iniesta. Coming on the field.
And this is
number
Messi.
8, Schneider.
Thuram.
Number 24, number 6, Brian
Oh, what
Robson.
has happened here?
Number 11, Bale. Number
Promising
2,
position, and he's
Benatia.
got his cross in.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Jordi Alba. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Closer, can be a real threat inside the box. Not the most accurate pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now Robson. Schneider gets a good foot in there. Spread to the right. Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. Messi. Crosses it in. Towering header! And there's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
It's Bale!
Clune surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Pele. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Aubameyang. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's closer. He's had it taken off him.
Clune nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Shifted it to the flank. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
2
Messi.
minutes has been indicated.
Nicely weighted ball. No, that's been intercepted. Tries from a long way out. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack. And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, Peter, when you've got a striker like Romario in your team, you're always going to be in with a chance.
Oh, there's no one quite like him.
Yeah, a bit of a revolutionary. He was one of the first strikers to venture outside the penalty area, dropping deep, linking up the play. They all do it now. I guess he was the trailblazer.
Neymar picked out and set off! Stood up well to him there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Pirlo. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. Shot could be on. Seedorf. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nesta wins the duel this time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ibrahimovic!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And we have our very first corner. That's really well manoeuvred. Norway have the chance to go the other way. It's Ronaldinho! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Could really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
First quarter of an hour gone. He's played it back. Neymar. Chance! Goal! Norway! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Van Dijk, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And here's Ibrahimovic. Looking to play. Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is
Romario! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Buffon did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And this is Pirlo. Varane deals with that comfortably. That's a little off target.
Norway genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Rafael Varane. Neymar getting forward. He is through here. It'll be a throw-in. And that's another throw. Azar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Aubameyang.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Pirlo looking to play it into the box. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hazard gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar
2 added minutes has been
takes on his
indicated.
marker. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Aubameyang. And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And it's Marcelo, and he's managed to get free. Marcelo, he's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pass is just off target. Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Seedorf. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nesta cuts out the pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Aubameyang. And this is Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. Yeah. And here's... Can he finish? Ronaldinho! Wow! Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Toon are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. Pirlo is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Vieira. Now it's Romario. Norway have got it back and they'll have another go. Neymar. Now it's Hazard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Pirlo. Threads one in.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's got away from him. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Neymar. Neymar driving forwards. And they're back on the ball again. Closing in on goal. It's Neymar! Goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substitution for Norway, number 11.
Well, the two coaches
Pirlo.
are signalling changes
Number
here, both at the same
19,
time.
Neymar.
Quite a game
Number
this,
10,
all square again.
Seedorf.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal...
Big chance!
Vieri.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Number 25, Nedved.
Eto'o carries the ball down the right. He's found a way through.
Number 9.
This is Dembele.
Number 6.
And the shot! Goal, Norway! And the comeback is complete. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Tries a shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Pretty robust defending.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Robson. And this is Inzaghi.
Toon really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Dembele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Marcelo has the space to scheme.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Van Dijk getting this one clear.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And it's Bale. Oh, some tackle that. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into... Oh, shooting chance! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Neymar. Oh, some tackle that. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And that could set him on his way. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! And it's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Could be danger here, and he's lost his man here. Decent chance! And that's in. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And he's picked it up out wide. Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pinches it off him. Hazard. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Rijkaard. Now Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Olmo. Pirlo gets on his bike and on the move. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Goes for goal! Puyol. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pelopessi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Akanji calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. Pelopessi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And here's Aubameyang. Oh, there's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So now the difference is 3. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! And it's in! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So could they be onto something here? Hazard. Vieira is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Neymar.
Added time.
Oh, delightful ball. It's come to nothing. Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Ronaldinho. So much time and space here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible. The second half is up and running. Ronaldinho gets into a good position. Dani Olmo. Oh, they can break here. Dani Olmo carries the ball down the right. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ronaldinho making good progress. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Pelopessi tries to pass it through, and it's Olmo looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception. Buffon punts it upfield. Ronaldinho, and it's Vieira. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Nesta to Marcelo. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Knocks it into space. Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's nice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vitinha. Nesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now has he got the beat? And he shoots! And he hits the net! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, that's a key interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Aubameyang. Marcelo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament.
Substitution.
And we have our very first corner. Thuram is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception. Yamal, Dembele, Vitinha, who's set up one goal so far. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Aubameyang. He is through here. And it's Ronaldinho driving through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hazard. Vieira is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And here's Aubameyang. Looking for the run. Aubameyang was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Vieira shows great strength. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He has a look
There will
out.
be 1 minute added
Oh,
time.
what a ball! That is great defending, so alert. It's a threatening ball. Pessi. Well, that is one way to stop him. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members maybe, but...
And a chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Desai gathers from the goal kick. Rijkaard. Donatoni. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Aubameyang. And this is Hazard. He's found the way. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Decent chance! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
River Plate finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now this could be it's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. And Now a sudden chance to counter. That ball looks a good one. Now it's Donadoni. Donadoni! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Toon really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no mistake. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Kimmich threads one in. And it's Vieira. And here's Hazard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Half an hour played now. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Hazard. Ronaldinho purring through the gears. Berbatov. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe. He is through here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Mbappe. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Donadoni going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard. The message is clear, none shall pass. Ronaldinho. That's a good run down the left. Well seen, saw that coming. And the counter is on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Vieira. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Aubameyang clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he can clear it away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary. Look at real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all... And that is all they have time for. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Chance here to counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic powering forward here. Oh, he's taking on his man here. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly... And he shoots! Outstanding save to keep that out. So their fourth quarter of the game. Berbatov is there, and he can get that clear. Pirlo engages and forces him off the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Hullet. That's tidy. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hazard, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Hullet. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. And here's Aubameyang, showing good feet. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Aubameyang. Big chance! It's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Hazard, and he's been shifted off it. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Albert Ferrer. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Robertson. Mbappe! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Donatoni. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Berbatov.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's made its way to him. Kimmich. Berbatov. No, again there's no way through. Pirlo. Hazard with 2 goals already to his name. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's in plenty of space here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Hullet.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Mau off gue bang, udah main dari tadi. Jam 10:30.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Pirlo. Number 17,
Desai,
number 15,
and it's Bale.
Ronaldinho. Number
Gerrard.
18,
Ada acara juga gue bang.
That's a contest to keep an
Nanti
eye
malam
on.
kayaknya on lagi.
coming on the
Oh,
field.
good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Robson. Number 5,
Gerrard.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Schneider. Number 22,
Oke.
That's been slipped through. And hit!
substitution.
Oh, terrific save. Thuram getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale venturing down the left. That'll be a throw. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Great defending, strong and determined. Akanji makes the interception. Marcelo does well to get it back. He's picked his way through. Bale.
Shooting.
That's that, the end. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other